Welcome to Leading Professionals. I'm Professor Laura Empson. If you're a professional in a leadership role, or if you simply want to understand your work and your organisation better, then you've come to the right place. In this series, I explore the complex, messy, and surprisingly emotional challenges of leading professionals. And I set out to answer some of the most crucial questions professionals are currently facing. Like, how do you lead complex change? Dame Emily Lawson talks candidly about her experiences of running the UK's vaccine rollout programme during the pandemic and of the peculiar challenges of working in number 10 Downing Street.
I've always known you need to build relationships, you need to listen to people, you need to get on their side of the table. But in Downing Street, oh my goodness, that was hard because a lot of what people say to you isn't the entire story because they're managing their own relationships. I'm incredibly straight. I have no poker face. And I think that's a strength, but it's also a weakness. And it takes me a while to figure out when other people are not entirely telling me the truth.
Each episode reveals the realities that lie behind the professional veneer these highly successful professional organisations and their leaders present to the outside world. When you're from a disadvantaged background, can you turn your sense of not belonging into a professional advantage? I asked Paul Lewis, managing partner of Linklaters, about his very personal experiences.
You're constantly monitoring for what are they thinking about this? How do I read this situation? How do I respond? You spend a lot more time thinking about how you're coming across and how people are receiving you than maybe if you just come from an environment where you expect people will want to hear you, or you start from an assumption that what you say has value and that people will want to hear it. I don't come from that place.
And I asked Dr. Fabien Courteau-Millet, Chief Economist of Google, should a senior leader be using Gen AI in their own work?
You can have intelligence conversations as if you had like a reasonably enlightened research assistant. Not everything is right, but then also when you speak with humans, not everything is what comes back is right. But it is at a level where really you have a sparring partner.
Longtime CEO of the ICAEW, Michael Itzer, discusses the increasing importance of Gen AI and private equity ownership in the accounting profession. Are there likely to be more or fewer audit scandals over the next 5 to 10 years? And I asked Georgia Dawson, senior partner of Freshfields, how do you decide on the right thing to do and then go ahead and do it?
We had to take the decision to close our Moscow office in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Before we had announced that decision, I received some direct mailings from more junior colleagues who felt that the firm should have done more within the first 24 hours. And I picked up the phone and rang them back and explained that we have people on the ground. I've got to think about their safety. I've got to think about our clients. I have to work through all of these things. And then, please watch this space. You will absolutely see the firm responding, but you have to understand it's not black and white.
Michael Entzer, chair of the global leadership consulting firm Egon Zehnder, talks about what goes on behind the scenes in leadership elections. Why expose yourself to the risk of rejection by your colleagues?
You have to ask yourself, does it feel the right thing even in your body? If you envision yourself in such a role, would it come with the right level of energy, or is it for other reasons that would not make you the most successful, the most resilient person then? You need to be in there with your heart and with your mind. And if that feels like it's the right thing, that you want to give all the energy you have into a project, into a strategic dream you can fulfill in your role, do it. Otherwise, stay away.
As well as some fascinating conversations with many amazing guests, I'll be drawing on my insights from decades of researching and advising professional organisations. So be ready to explore new ideas, challenge your assumptions, and learn to see your world a little differently with leading professionals. So click the subscribe button and be the first to get episodes of Leading Professionals as soon as they drop.